Hello and welcome everyone to part 43 of the Great Britain Empire Total War Darthmod Let's Play. We continue a turn on from last time, getting ready to face off against the Mughal Empire, finish them off once and for all, and face our new enemies, the Persian Empire, who have rightly turned to defend their ally. So I have a successful mission from my spy, a trait gained by this chap here, who is slowly bringing Protestantism to the colonies. Construction report, putting money back into repairing the nation now. I mean, my income is quite considerable, 23,000. With this, I think I can turn things around now. It's just going to need a few turns of kind of economic building while I push north with my armies. But now is a good time. I'll start replenishing some of these forces, and then once I've kind of completed my sort of crusade and campaign here, I can really then begin to look at pushing back towards Europe and even towards America. But I have business in Europe first by taking out the major players there. And I have had some of you again sort of say, "Oh, don't take them out because it wouldn't be historical." I'm sorry, but I don't play these campaigns to be historical. I play them for a type of history that's called counterfactual history, because it lets you create your own history. It poses the what-if scenario. What if I had invaded Europe? You know, what if Napoleon had invaded Britain? Things like that. That's what I enjoy, and that's why I enjoy the Total War series. I've never, even though I'm a historian, I've never enjoyed Total War primarily because of the historical setting. That's brilliant. That's fantastic. That's probably why I pick it off the shelf. But the reason why I keep playing is because it allows me to develop my own historical scenario. Just playing the same history again and again is maybe good for a playthrough, but it has really no replayability personally for me, because once I'm done, I'm done, and essentially I'm already playing something that's been played as such. You know, I'm already reenacting history, so why don't I change it up? Why don't, with this, I fell out of America, not through civil war, but through, the rise. I couldn't beat back the Native Americans, and in India, it's taken a long time to beat the Mughals and the Marathas back, but I've finally got there. Anyway, I'm going to push up here and attack this army outside Hindustan. And I'm going to hate this one. I'm going to auto-resolve. Okay, that's not too bad, actually. Realise that this was a bad choice, because these guys are still replenishing. So let's get everyone replenishing. We're going to sit outside. If they come and attack me, that's kind of cool. We can live with that. This army here, we're going to attack these guys over here. They are replenishing as well. What are we doing? I really should have held back for another turn or two, actually, before I engaged. Just looking at my men, who's alive, who's dead. You know what? We can probably take them. I'll risk it. I'll fight the battle. I need to stop this army here. Funds, thankfully, are not too much of an issue, so I have enough territories around where I can quickly raise another force, should I need to, or bring the force that I have over in the west to the east. But yeah, a bit hasty pushing in there. Pretty much forgot that they were still replenishing from last time. But hopefully we can change that. If I can win this battle and push the enemy back, it will be good. And we can continue to push on, which will be great. Absolutely fantastic. Excuse me. Come on, Darthmod, load in, my good man, load in. Rome 2's loading faster than you these days. Come on. There we go. Threaten it with the Rome 2 association, and it instantly loads. Poor thing. Okay, so I'm going to kind of do my whole usual units that aren't depleted versus units that are at the moment, but I think I've got enough here actually to hold out a reasonable force anyway. So I'm going to have these guys here, trying to choose the best position for the cannons, which probably is about here. And I'm going to have them behind my men so that my men can advance forward and my cannons can give kind of firing support. The Rangers, they're actually in pretty reasonable shape. So we're going to have the Rangers, we're going to have them on the left flank. Send out your Rangers. Go, go, Power Rangers. Yeah, they're not Power Rangers, that'd be awesome. Someone seriously needs to make a Total War Power Ranger mod. Do it. I don't know how you'd ever model a Megazord in there, but that would be awesome. Would restore so many hours of my childhood. Ah, good times. But like most things, they definitely got a lot. They got a lot crapper with later iterations of the series. Mighty Morphin all the way. Anyway, enough of my childhood with Power Rangers. Let's get this thing going. Let's get the general behind the cannons and then march forward. Thank you. Oh, they've got a lot of forces over here, which I was not truly expecting, Mr. Bond. That's alright. We will deal with them. We're moving up to the city anyway. Oh, native lancers. Form square! Form square, I say! Form square. They're going to go for all my rangers, which I've now moved up silly. No, they're actually going to go for the square. Okay, that's cool. I can live with that. Meanwhile, let's push up forward with my rangers, though. Though some of them are already fine, but they should be alright. Those lancers chosen the worst place to go in. We have camels over on the right. Not good. Nobody likes camels. Oh, and they've turned away just at the last moment. That is absolutely perfect. Thank you very much. I was about to say, cavalry responses haven't been great in many a Total War game, to be honest. But what are you guys doing? What are you doing? Why have you just stopped? Ah, major glitchage. That's not good. That's not what I asked for, dudes. What are you doing? You're now forming up in a horrible, horrible fashion. Not a clue what you're doing. Okay, well, let's use my little poor amount of cavalry here to hold these guys while I'm forming square with the other units. And we'll bring another unit of cavalry in. Not sure why that's happening. Come on, guys. Come on. Those guys are broken thanks to my square. Facing off against these guys up here, but we're not. Oh, hello, cavalry. Oh, they've been broken. No, the dervishes. Dervishes, really? Oh, the grenadiers. They are rather work good in melee. Let's get my skirmishers up here, though, so they can actually fire on their opponent, which is this lovely Tufangis unit, which I can only assume 599. Is that? You got enough there? Jesus Christ. Enough units there, Mughal Empire. Christ, man. Push up with all these units here, because the terrain is, quite frankly, horrible. But we'll deal. We'll deal. Oh, and I've been attacked. What's this? Oh no! Over on here, over on the right, not good at all. We're going to charge the musketeers here, but my guys have been hit pretty heavily. Don't know how those guys are still coping, but anyway, this army. No, would you get off, cavalry? Would you piss off? Would you just leave my forces alone, let them form a friendly square, and bugger off with your cavalry, please? Had enough now, Mughals. Oh, we're hitting the levy here. They should go, though. That should be fine. Skirmishers now rinsing through these guys. Over up here, we can start flanking around extremely. Gonna flank around with some skirmishers here, too. Okay, I'm slowly getting my mojo on. Cannons, please fire up here. Oh, elephants. They finally formed square there, which is good. We're pulling these guys around. They have broken my unit on the right, but it probably has helped hold the enemy at bay for a little while, for a reasonable amount of time. My cavalry over here taking some losses. They were starting to waver, these guys. They've taken them down at least by half. Hoping that these guys will get a volley off before the camels get here. Come on, come on, come on. No, you're already going for the camels. Form square. Too late, but you'll have to form up square and hit these guys, please. And we've now broken these musketeers here, so I'm now going to charge the next unit of musketeers. So we can charge the levy here with these guys and get my cavalry going in here. We're pulling back. We're pulling back. Trying to manage across the line here. So much going on. This is difficult at best, but we are pushing back now. Holding in the middle. We're going to need to flank these guys soon, because otherwise my infantry are going to have a bit of an issue with it. These guys need to be out of square and formed up in 3 lovely ranks of doom. And they need to be doing that running, please. Come on, men. We've broken those units with the cavalry charge already. They didn't take too much convincing to do that. Who have we got over here? We've got horsemen. Okay, send the cavalry over against the horsemen. These guys just mob round them, make them your new friends, kill them all. Skirmishers, let's bring you round. You're going to be very useful here. and I'll bring this unit round. So we're kind of enveloping the enemy now. We're just pinning them with these guys, although these guys have broken. That's not good. Breaking is not good. I need you to hold, and I need you to win. We're shooting these guys right in the face here. Finishing off the cavalry there. Okay, we're gonna go for this unit next in the square. Form up 3 ranks. Finish them off there with the grenadiers. These guys are not dying as quickly as I'd hoped, so we're going to pull away with the cavalry and do another charge. I'm having units break in the middle, quite a lot of men in them. Finally we're breaking these guys over here, they're shattered. I can bring these guys up to fire a little bit on the flank. I'm only going to form up, actually I'm going to form up 3 ranks because these guys are going to break any moment. They're holding, but we suddenly managed to break 2 of them in one go. We're getting a mass rout, hopefully. Yeah, it's shifting. The balance of power is shifting. I can do this quickly while my skirmishers is firing some covering support, which is good. These guys, I need you to turn around to face the threat that's coming back. Along with the Rogers Rangers, we'll give you these 2 units. We're going to send them down into the gap here. Along with my 2 units of infantry, we're forming up here to face them. They've charged me in the middle here. I'm going to hold as long as I can. I'm going to flank them now with cavalry, giving them waypoint markings to run around. My infantry now forming up against these guys, and these guys marching towards my cavalry. We're going to hit them head on with my cav. Obviously this unit with 44 has more chance than the 6, but let's go in for a nice zoomed in. We can see the charge as it comes in to the ranks of the enemy. Swords up. 200 before the charge. A good 25 gone in that initial charge there. Men getting in now, doing more damage. Hoping that might be the one to break it now, we'll see. My unit over here being broken as well, which is not good. We're going to charge in from the side now. Hopefully we can continue firing over here. Enemy general is killed, which is good. We push these guys back. Can now bring this force back around to pick off any of those stragglers if possible. We're making some progress. Going to form these guys up like here. General's bodyguard. These 2 units have come back as I knew they would. They hadn't lost enough men for that to be as critical as it looked. We get the cannons to actually fire on these musketeers for a moment, while my cavalry pin these guys, but now while my unit's forming up into position, cavalry, you can run away nicely. Attack the artillery, please. We're firing on these guys. They haven't charged into us, so we've managed to break them and do a considerable amount of damage to their ranks. I charge after them with my grenadiers. This unit has actually beaten back my cavalry, held them up too long, didn't manage to break them, didn't have any infantry to support to give them because this unit of grenadiers was over here. So we're going to form up the grenadiers now over this way rather than charging after their friends here in the centre, and we're going to finish them off. And cannons, if there was ever a time to hit a unit, now would be the time. General pull back. These 2 units just pull this way. No, that way. These guys are broken, the Islamic swordsmen, which is great news. And we can now form up with some units here. Form up with those units, bring them round. Skirmishers. Any more of them we can bring into the middle, that would be great. One of my units of infantry has come back. We're going to bring right up behind the enemy ranks, 2 ranks deep, and fire into them. My men are reloading, and I think they can just hit the enemy from this distance. Not going to be that effective, but they will still do fire by rank. And I'm going to charge them now. The Northumberland Fusiliers will charge to glory. Taking the volleys, they fired their own. We're about to go in, about to hit them from the rank with hopefully a volley. Hopefully they won't really need reloading. They'll be able to fire into the ranks of the enemy just before they're charged. Second rank can fire. Hopefully not killing too many of my men. Did kill a few of them there, I saw that. But now they'll charge in from the back and hopefully catch them. No, they've already started running, unfortunately. It is a shame. Did kill a few of my men, but we finished off these guys. These guys are definitely shattered now. And I think that's where I'm going to tell my cannons to limber up for now. These 2 units to turn around. My skirmishers as well to turn around. It would be a good idea. Because these guys are about to come up against the King's Royal Regiment of New York and die a lot. They've got fire by rank as well, I believe. Probably because I gave it to them. But they are now dead, and I think with that, the Mughal threat is dead. Crushed. Crush their forces. We can end the battle there. A heroic victory. Probably taken some reasonable losses there, but at the same time we'll have stopped a large army of the Mughal Empire advancing towards our territory, and I can replenish and restore these guys with my bountiful money now. Okay, so I lost less than half of my men. The enemy lost over 3/4. So I am happy with that result all the while. King's Regiment of Royal Regiment of New York did the best there. 444 kills. Lovely. And that sends that army packing. In fact, they're not even pulling back to their own territories, which is good. Now with this army, I can actually probably look to garrison this town here while we continue to replenish. They're going to be able to replenish fine. We've still got 18,000 gold, which I'm not using just yet. Now with this army, I could swoop round to attack Punjab, but as I've said numerous times, Hindustan is the only major territory I need to worry about. The other 2 units, I mean, Punjab probably can produce a few more, but like Kashmir, very minor province. Punjab is slightly bigger than I thought it was, but it's still nothing too exciting. Brave soldier, well done. So with this army, I am going to push the attack already on Persia. I'm not going to let them get the upper hand in my territories. I'm going to take the battle to them as soon as I can. I'm going to build these craft workshops here. I'm literally just going to upgrade India as much as possible. Then I'll go back to Britain and start upgrading them. I'm not going to upgrade the military buildings just yet. This army, if it wants to attack me here, it can do. Even those units, I reckon, would be able to hold the enemy off for now. We will build a few more units here, though. Just in case we need to suddenly throw some more troops toward the enemy. Won't build them there. Oh, we've got plenty. We've got some native lancers there. Apart from that, a 12-pounder. We've got howitzers. Howitzers might be useful. Let's recruit 2 of them, and we'll give them a guard of 2 infantry, and we'll bring them up to my armies. I can upgrade this to an army board, which does allow the recruitment of lifeguards, which would be useful. So you know what? Let's do that here. What does the gunnery school let me get? Anything exciting? The mortar. That's pretty much it. I'm just going to look at if there's anything economic-wise that I can upgrade. The palatial estates are already, pretty much as high as I can get. I'm upgrading a lot of other things as well. Building out of my arse. That really could use an upgrade. So actually, why not give it a little one? Come on. Have an upgrade. Church, College of Divinity, sure thing. Upgrade anything else that needs upgrading next time. I know a lot of you are telling me like build more trade fleets, things like that, and some of you saying like build Indian men. Maybe you haven't seen Darthmod before, you haven't been watching from the beginning, but in Darthmod, Indian men and merchant men were removed because they make it so that any ship can go onto a trade node. So I basically build up like a whole thing of sloops with like a 1/5 rate or something like that and send it. So we'll look about doing that soon. But I will also be building up a navy from here, a decent strong navy to assault Europe with. So I'm not even going to look at Europe. I'm going to end the turn. Don't need to concern ourselves with stuff there. Bring more of my gentlemen back to that university there at Mysore, my only remaining university in India, because the rest of them are all being converted into church schools to bring the word of the Lord to the Hindus. And Austria having a think, are we? Having a good long think. Come on, Austrian AI. Do us proud. Think of something good. Ah, you moved a unit. Well done, well done. Spain's still toing and froing on that trade node. It must be really good. There must be a party or something. They've got to ferry people across different shifts or something. Who's working the night shift? Yes, yes, I am. Okay, on this boat. Come on. It's only got to move about like 2 centimeters on the map. Come on. Russia, yep, Russia going at it. I'm still amazed that Poland and Lithuania is still alive as long as it has been. But I mean, obviously, you have like the big three, well, big four there would be Spain, Russia, Austria, and the Ottomans. France, yes, it holds a big single territory, but apart from that, it doesn't have too many other territories. Its other ones are stuff like Alsace-Lorraine, things like that. Strasbourg, I think. Very small territories with not a huge amount of significance, to be honest, in terms of economy or unit production. Kind of like Britain at the moment, apart from London, we don't have many other territories around there. They're kind of all just for economic reasons. And they pushed out another large army here. Now, if I could suddenly counter-push and, hit out their regions in one go, I eliminate all these armies that are, starting to wander behind my lines a little bit. Thankfully, I'm building up more troops because I have the funds. But after this turn, I think I'm going to, this turn, spend the majority of my money just making sure my units are replenished. But I've spent a lot of things to to obviously rebuild. This army is nearly full, but I'm going to attack this place here. Surrender refused. Ooh, Christ, that's a large army. By God. And I don't want to attack because it's going to be a fort as well, so we're going to just continue the siege to weaken them down. But there's so many men, there's 500 men in each unit. We'll continue that siege there. We'll attack these guys on the battlefield with this army, but it needs replenishing, and I'm just going to hold up here. If they want to push in and take this territory, they can do. I'm going to I'm going to sally out with these guys against this army first. But first of all, let me just go through these. A rocket ship has been built by Russia. That is lovely. We've seen all the things we've been building there. So I'll just go through and check that other things don't need building. That could be used upgrading. It's just a huge amount of money each turn now, which is absolutely fantastic. Protestantism is growing all over the place. I'm not going to upgrade the military academy, the army board there just yet. I know I started doing that, but I'm going to hold off on that for just a second. Just want to check that everything down here is at its maximum that it can be. That can be upgraded, but we need division of labour. Okay. Let me have a look at my research. What am I actually researching? Okay, well, you are researching that, which lets me get on to the next naval board, but let's have a look. Nobody's on anything over here. So we'll go for division of labour, which only takes one left, either due to the number of researchers here or the fact that it's been started researching before. Oxford actually is going for this, which we've managed to kind of jump the technology a little bit because we took over a settlement that obviously being built by somebody else. Yeah, Cambridge is going for what is that? Improved grape shot. Okay, right, but we're going to pop back to Europe briefly and upgrade the crap out of England. Somerset House. Oh, that would take 10k, but that would be lovely. But I'm going to upgrade kind of the economic stuff first, if I can. I need to research animal husbandry a lot. That craft workshop can be upgraded. Ports, no. We still need division of labour. This over here, could go for another port. We've got fisheries there because that's good population growth. Trading port or a shipyard. Let's go for a trade port up here. Why not? That can be upgraded to. I'm never really going to want to create a lot of units from there, so let's go for the repression bonus in Ireland. Ireland, to be sure. Anyway, that's terrible, slightly mocking accent. My apologies there to any Irish viewers. But I'm sure you could get your revenge by just going, "Oh yes, I'm terribly British." What? Pip pip. There we go. Anyway, so these guys are going to sally out, and we're going to attack these guys here. I'm going to risk an auto-resolve, a victory. Oh, we only lost 51. The auto-resolve actually worked there. That's smashing. That's what we like to see from an auto-resolve. Replenish the few that did get killed, and then with this army, actually, we can come out even further. But I'm not going to because that army could well come out and attack us. So I don't have any more money to build any more troops, but that's really no threat to wherever I go. This is going to raid somewhere, and that's just going to piss me off a little bit, but we'll be fine. This army here, if I move you all out, how pissed will you be? You'll be fine. That is great news to hear, because I'm going to send you up against these guys here, and as reinforcements. You're not the best army in the world, but you will do. These guys are replenishing here. My fleet at Goa, you need replenishing. We'll work on you next time. That army's holding up here. That's fine. I don't care what that army does for now. They can, they can try and take that territory there. But even if they do, I'll take it back from them. It's just keeping them distracted for now. So, hello. We've met the Persian army. Here they come. We will move to attack you soon. They may well move to attack me. Going to end the turn there. We're going to see what happens. Straight through France. So thankfully, France isn't taking much interest in this right now. Spain really only seems to have that interest in. Spain only goes to have interest in that trade ship thing that they keep doing. Austria is thinking a lot. That's probably because it's got to face both the Ottomans and Russia, or it's got to keep an eye on both of them. Ottomans reacting by sending a few little troops north. I can see there's an Austrian army there waiting on the edge of the Black Sea there. The Crimean. Russia moving plenty of troops around. I'll never engage with Russia in this Let's Play. They can fight it out as much as they want, but that's not where I'm going to be able to push. The focus here is obviously on the 3 theatres of war by having an equal presence in India, America, and a bit in Europe. I mean, I can push up from the Middle East now and probably start attacking the Ottomans, but that would be a very suicidal thing to do with an empire that size. I'll probably just take out the Persian Empire, move just into that smidge of Europe on the theatre there where Prussia has a settlement, and then I'll look to conquer kind of central Western Europe, taking that from France and Spain, and at the same time probably getting ready to launch strikes at America. That army, if that attacks me, I am screwed. Yeah, they are. I am actually going to run from this because there's just so many men. And in fact, I can't run. Okay, absolutely brilliant. So many guys. Thankfully, they can't bring those mortars in. That is a blessing. They can't attack me. They'll have to come out of the fort, so I'm going to hold my position. But I'm facing 10,000 men against my motley crew of not completely replenished yet. You know, just under 4,000. But anyway, that will have to wait till next time, guys. I do hope you enjoyed this part. Please do remember to comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you all again soon with more Empire Total War. Ciao for now.